Now that we have power back, welcome back to some more Stormworks. I'm StormRunner Gaming, and today I would like to show you guys this very fast speedboat I've got right in front of me that we are doing a couple circles around right now. It is a jet electric hybrid, and if you don't exactly know what that entitles, I have two jet engines enclosed in glass on my speedboat here, and we also have power being produced by medium turbines on the jet engine here that are powering these two large propellers in the back of it. So this thing hauls like nothing else out there. But a quick note, guys, that I do want to add in real quick before I keep going on with the video here is that when I said it's a jet electric hybrid, and I said I had medium turbines on here, which if you guys have played with the jets in Stormworks, you will know they have a power output. That power output is not actually running to the two propellers from the two jet engines. Those two are actually running to two different electrical generators, large ones that are on the front of the ship. And maybe if I play around where they are, it might help me with my weight distribution and everything. But yeah, so that is what I mean when it is a hybrid thing. It has two different types of power running from it because it's got the jet engines that are also producing electric, and those that electric goes to the two medium-sized motors that I have those large propellers running on the back of the boat here. But anyways, I'm going to be jumping back into the video now. Of course, it is only sort of a prototype type of build here, so it doesn't hit the maximum speed that I'd like to get it up to. There are a lot of changes that I can do to it, a lot of changes that I want to do to it, but due to time constraints and everything, I've only been able to make this one design so far. But it goes very fast nonetheless. But something I would like to see from other people that do own the game or I have been watching my Stormworks videos, if you guys do have any suggestions to make this design faster, how to rebuild the hull, the engines, or what else for maybe some hydrofoil designs or something, I would love to hear some comments down below, or your guys' jet electric hybrid builds. And I'm going to blab on for a second about this, but it is really cool because before this, if we wanted to build any electric type of vehicles with the electric motors, we would have to go and run it off of a regular engine to the electric motor just to run power to it now. But now with the jet engines, we not only have the electric power from the two jet engines running two propellers, but we also have the amazing amount of thrust coming from those jet engines themselves. So it is a new era in technology to go much faster with speedboats, I think. And I'm really excited to see what the community will come up with for it right now. But it is a very small boat, though, and it is somewhat of a basic hull, and we don't have a lot of controls for it at the moment. We do only have compressors. We do have some afterburners as well, but and it does have a bit of fuel, but I'm not exactly extremely happy at the moment about how it's sitting in the water, everything. But I'll start to fire it up here, and we can get the two electric engines, medium electric engines, and running those propellers first, and it gets us going decently well. But once we start up our compressors, we'll get more energy for those medium electric engines on the back. And there they are, and we'll actually get a decent speed boost as well. And anyone that's wondering, I am using a PID controller for my jet engines and not anything else. But I have heard that there are different, there is another logic way to run the jet engines instead of the PID controller, but I may get into that in another video. But as you can see, running the jet engines at 50% or 25% power, and those electric engines running. We're not running out of any electric power nor the jet engines, and we got it going decently quick here, like hauling pretty fast. And we can of course push the afterburners to push us a little bit faster, and we can increase that jet engine power to about 175. That's where I figured out its highest point is. And that'll give us our maximum output for speed on the jet electric hybrid boat. And we are actually going pretty fast. And one thing I want to do for this episode, I'm going to bring it back to the dock. I have yet to actually test how fast it goes with the linear speed sensor, so I'm going to drive it back over to our dock and throw one on there, probably put a digital sensor on here and show you guys the actual output. But of course, this is only, like I said, a prototype design for this new type of technology, because I was playing around with the jet engines producing electric on one of my bigger ships, and I'm like, why not just build a speedboat that combines the two together? So I actually am not sure if anyone else has done this yet, so if I would be interested to see if other people have built like speedboats like this. So if you do know about it, leave a comment down below. But yeah, it is a really cool boat. So I'll be right back once we get it into the dock and set up that linear speed sensor. I have to say though, even for the prototype design it is right now, it is pretty darn fast, all things considered. Like, we are going at a decent rate, even though I don't know what that rate is right now, and it's sinking. That is one of the big problems I have with it right now. If I am not running those propellers with the jet engines, then we get a huge problem of it doing that nosedive type of submarine motion. But I'm going to be running into my workshop and outfitting it real quick, so I'll be right back with that. And of course, while I am setting this up real quick with all the logic, or the minimalist amount of logic on here, I will take this build and throw it up to the workshop for you guys. If you want to improve on its basic design, play with it, whatever, you guys can get that for yourselves. And of course, I will leave a link to it down below in the description for the video, so you can go there. And my linear speed sensor is upside down. I'm going to go fix that, and we'll be right back with that. Oops. Alright, we are back, and I have fixed my silly little mistake there. You'd think I would get it right the first time, but no, all of us make mistakes. But the electric engines themselves are getting us up to 16 meters per second, and jet engines being engaged now, 18, 19, 20, we're getting 30, 35, 36, 38, 40 at some points. Let's get some afterburners in here. Fluttering between 38 and 40. Let's give it a little bit more power. Getting 128 now. It's hitting that point to where it's teetering. We're getting 41 as a max, but like, it's just the design was so thrown together that the bouncing of it is killing its speed. I think if I could get it on a plane with this, it'd be a much better output for speed. But it looks like I'm only getting around 39 to 41 meters per second, I believe that's what the thing is. I could be wrong about that, and I do apologize if I'm wrong about what the linear speed sensor is outputting, but 40 meters per second isn't that bad, all things considered. Like, a lot of the other speedboats can hit that, and of course this technology can be revised, optimized, and improved in the future, so I am really looking forward to it, especially with a hydrofoil design that I could put on here. Maybe that'll be my next episode on the jet electric boat builds. But yeah, as it is becoming night here in Stormworks, I probably am going to be ending my video here. One of the big problems about speedboats, of course, in this game, as you guys have seen, if we turn the wind up, this thing goes mental. It becomes a torpedo through the waves. So of course, like any other speedboat, it is not great in very windy weather, nor so would it do that great against the tsunami as well. But maybe if I tweaked the design a bit better, I probably could get it to run a bit better against waves and the tsunami. It's just ooh, my screen, we're going black and white, going back to the 50s style here of Stormworks. But yeah, I do need to do a bit of revisions to the design. But yeah, of course, if you guys, like I said earlier, if you do have any suggestions, comments, or anything else to tell me about the build, you can of course leave them in the comments down below. But yeah, I'm having to run now, so yeah, that is all the time I have for today. So if you guys did like this, please leave a like on the video, and consider subscribing to the channel to stay up with Stormworks and more of my content. But I've never been great. Goodbye. Some people need me, and I need to go.